So many iconic events and sight this weekend of the Gamblers Classic. Checkered flag is out. Christopher Hurt going to still be the fastest one. Actually, I need to reset that. Kyle Inman jumps to the top of the speed charts. The number 20 car, Kyle Inman, Andrew Muller, and Tyler Ferris, your top 3 racers. Top 12 lock into knockout style qualifying, which will be part of the program. Tonight's program does begin at 7:30 Eastern time. 7:30 Eastern time is when we start, and we'll have some heat races for the TQs. Kyle Hutchinson in that Dayglow number 13. We've got Tyler Wagner in the number 27, and Cole Mullen in the number 73. Another trio of cars up onto the speedway now. Green lights are on. Another qualifying session. These qualifying sessions lined up in inverse order from practice speed. So these were the cars that were toward the bottom of the speed charts, and in theory will get faster and faster up until the final trio of cars. And we'll see who can put it on the pole position or get an unofficial quick time here, and then we'll have knockout style qualifying coming up tonight in the program. So let's see where we're at here as Kyle Inman continues to be the fastest driver, Andrew Muller, Tyler Ferris, Kyle Hutchinson, and Tyler Wagner, your front 5 cars. 12 drivers have been out on the racetrack. 12 drivers have taken time. Rolling up onto the speedway now from Lockport, it is Jonathan Reed. Jonathan Reed from Lockport, New York, in that number 9 car. Pat Beeler was the fastest car at Allentown. He is out there in the number 43, and Ryan Susi in the number 25. This trio of drivers out onto the racetrack, getting their time trials locked in, getting their speeds logged in, as they all try to knock Kyle Inman off. And Jonathan Reed goes to the top of the charts. Jonathan Reed goes first. Pat Beeler up to second. Susi drops into the 4th spot. Reed's going to see if he can pick it up a little bit more, though, as he passes down across the stripe. And the checkered flag is out. New man at the top of the speed chart from Lockport in the Reed's drive-in, number 9. Jonathan Reed, the fastest driver. Pat Beeler second. Kyle Inman, Ryan Susi, and Andrew Muller, your top 5 drivers. Next group going to roll out onto the speedway. The number 83 is Ryan Tidman, multi-time American 3/4 midget champion. Doug Steerley, good to see Doug back here racing again and out on the racetrack. And I believe we're still waiting for one more car in this trio. Maybe we're just down to 2. Oh, we've got one stopped, not able to get fired up over in the staging area. And we'll see if we can get that car fired off and get that car going. So now up to speed. That's the number 82. Mike Christopher Jr. in the number 82. Mike Christopher Jr. in the 82. Green flag is displayed. Green lights are on. We are racing again here for a quick time, for a speed here at Atlantic City. Might be having a little issue with scoring here because I don't know that these drivers have shown any time at all. So see if we can find an update on the scoring with those 3 drivers. Next trio, Tim Ewell is out on the racetrack in the number 56. Got Matt Roselli and Corey DiMatteo in the 6 Connecticut car. Matt Roselli goes to the top. Matt Roselli, the fastest driver right now with that lap time. Mike Christopher is second. Tim Ewell is third. Jonathan Reed is fourth. Pat Beeler is fifth. Again, 12 cars lock in. 12 cars lock in to knockout style qualifying. coming up in tonight's program. So you're looking to get inside that top 12. So Matt Roselli is the fastest, Mike Christopher second, Tim Yule is third, Jonathan Reed is fourth, Pat Beeler's fifth, Doug Steerley is sixth, Corey DiMatteo is seventh, Ryan Tidman is eighth, Kyle Inman is ninth, Ryan Susis is 10th, Andrew Muller is 11th, Tyler Ferris is 12th, Kyle Hutchinson is 13th, Tyler Wagner is 14th, Corey Grenzy is 15th, Andrew Volker is 16th. Bruce Leote is 17th. Christopher Hurt is 18th. Ron Mullen is 19th, and Cole Mullen is 20th, and 21st is Cole Mullen. So next group going to head to the Speedway. 21 cars have taken time. The great history of racing here at Atlantic City continues on here this weekend with the Gamblers Classic. Been racing here since the mid-60s at this historic boardwalk hall. This hall also has held everything from presidential election party conventions. There was a college bowl game held here one time, Miss America. Everyone from Lady Gaga to the Beatles have performed here, and tonight it is indoor auto racing. The whole series presented by Belfour Property Restoration. That's the sponsor of the series and their participation here. And this is the headliner for the weekend here at this historic place. Shea Willis is out on the Speedway. Mike Bednar. Shea Wills out on the Speedway. Mike Bednar and Earl Paulus up on the racetrack. Checkered flag is out. Nobody able to jump into the top 5 on that one, so it's still Matt Roselli. It's still Matt Roselli atop the scoring. Shea Wills in that number 9 car making his way back. Next group going to roll up onto the Speedway. Again, these groups organized by practice times, so in theory they're going to be faster and faster and faster as we move forward. Kyle Lick going to be the first driver out on the racetrack in this group. There's Kyle Lick rolling up onto the Speedway now. Trevor Catalano, and it looks like the straight shooter Scott Kruder. Keep an eye on Kruder. He's a former winner up at Allentown. That cat can flat get around the racetrack in these TQ race cars. So we're up the green flag. White flag is out for this group. It's like Kyle Lick jumps into the 3rd spot. Kyle Lick jumps into 3rd spot. Trevor Catalano jumps into 4th. So a little change. The top 5 is Kyle Lick and Trevor Catalano work their way inside the top 5 spots. And that was a caution. Catalano had gone around, so these drivers got to get back up to speed again. See what Scott Kruder can do if he can jump up there and make some noise in this qualifying session. Kyle Lick again. Scott Kruder right now 13th. Kyle Lick goes fastest. Kyle Lick, brand new quick time. Kyle Lick. In that number 8 car, your new fast time here this afternoon. Got about 5 or 6, 5 more groups, it looks like. 6 more groups of cars going to come out onto the Speedway, getting their time trial run. The Gamblers Classic, of course, the last time we Digest.tv is your pay-per-view source. DirtTrackDigest.tv is your pay-per-view source. Tyler Thompson goes to the top of the speed charts. Fastest car here right now is Tyler Thompson, the Super Modified Oswego Classic winner from a couple of years back. The youngster in that 98 T car goes fastest. Here's one to watch, Eric Rudolph in that number 22, a multi-time Gamblers Classic champion, multi-time series champion. We've got Tommy Catalano in the number 54 car, Tommy Catalano in the number 54 car. And it looks like Andrew Nye in that number 66. Again, cars getting faster and faster, at least based on their practice times. Eric Rudolph, good to have Eric back with us. He did not run with us in Allentown. And Eric Rudolph getting some laps. Rudolph goes fifth fastest on his first lap. Rudolph goes fifth fastest. Rudolph goes quickest. Eric Rudolph to the top. Eric Rudolph is the fastest. Tyler Thompson is second. Kyle Lick is third. Tommy Catalano gets up to fourth spot. Matt Roselli remains fifth. So Eric Rudolph, not a shocker there. That young man knows his way around a racetrack. That is for sure. Next group rolls up onto the speedway. Joey Bailey in that number 1B. Joey Bailey in the 1B. Got the number 3. W of Dylan Woodling. And a 3-time Gamblers Classic champion. Brand new race car, Anthony Cecily in that number 16. Cecily chatted with him a little bit last night, feeling really good about what he has here this weekend. He certainly knows the way to victory lane here in Boardwalk Hall. Cecily, it looks like, Joey Bailey jumps up to fourth spot. Anthony Cecily, quick time. Cecily, quick time here as we get further and further down the line. Again, not a shocker. Anthony Cecily, a brand new race car. He was raving about it last night, how good it felt and how good it's getting. And no doubt he is getting around this racetrack very, very nicely. So Anthony Cecily, your quick time. Looks like we have about 3 more groups possibly. 3 more groups, I believe, of drivers due out onto the speedway. Anthony Cecily is fastest. Eric Rudolph, Tyler Thompson, Kyle Lick, Joey Bailey, Tommy Catalano, Matt Roselli, Mike Christopher, Andrew Nye is 9th fastest. Trevor Catalano, Tim Ewell, and right now on the bubble is Dylan Woodling. Dylan Woodling. Those are the cars that are going to go knockout style qualifying. Jonathan Reed has just been bumped out. He's 13th right now. So the top 12 again in the program tonight will do knockout style qualifying. And they will set them up for the qualifiers a little bit later on here this evening. Next group getting ready to roll trackside. Again, Belfour Property Restoration Indoor Auto Racing 2022 season. We started off at Allentown. It was Ryan Flores getting the win. We're here this weekend. The Napa Know-How Atlantic City Indoor Midget Car Race. We'll see who gets this coveted prize, and then in the month of March, we'll be up in Syracuse, New York for the final round. Steve Kemery out on the racetrack in the number 69K. Justin Bonsignor, good to have Justin back with us, the 3-time and reigning modified champ. Justin Bonsignor and the youngster from Allentown, Briggs Danner. Briggs Danner up onto the speedway. Green lights are on. Warren Alston has them all wound up. Now the white flag. And the checkered flag. Let's see who can bump in. Let's see who can lock themselves into this knockout style qualifying. Cecily continues the fastest. Rudolph right there. Justin Bonsignor goes 9th. Looks like Briggs Danner is 11th. So they move in, but not all that comfortable inside the top 12. They're all chasing. They're all chasing Anthony Cecily. This is the fast cars. Timmy Buckwalter in the 74. Timmy Buckwalter in the 74. Sean Nye in the 51, and there he is. 2-time and reigning Gamblers Classic champion. Andy Jankowiak. Andy J. out on the racetrack. Green lights, white or white flag is out. One more trip around the speedway. They're all shooting for Anthony Cecily. Yellow flag. Nye goes around in turn number 2. Nye goes around in turn number 2. Cecily right now has dodged. Sean Nye was second fastest, and he's looped that car out. Shout out to our buddy Tim Nye down in North Carolina. I'm sure watching along with us and watching the family racing operation here in Atlantic City. So Sean Nye gets it fired back off. He was second fastest, or sitting second fastest right now. So we're going to get him wound back up again. See what Jimmy Buckwalter can do. Sean Nye remains second fastest. Andy Jankowiak slots into fifth spot. Tim Buckwalter up to second. Andy J knocks it out. Andy Jankowiak, fastest driver. We've got one more remaining, I believe. Ryan Flores, I believe. But we've got Andy Jankowiak, Anthony Cecily, Tim Buckwalter, Sean Nye, and Eric Rudolph. Your top 5. I believe one more car. And Ryan Flores, former winner here at Atlantic City. I believe was the 2018 champion of the Gamblers Classic. And we'll see where he slots in. Ryan Flores brings it up to speed. And then number 15, the racer out of Huntersville, North Carolina, the New Jersey transplant, brings it down into turn number 3, slides way up the racetrack. Going to have to gather it up. He's going to need to go quicker. He's going to need to go